you're keen to know.
God damn, yeah, I was muted. Ah.
Well, I'll tell you all about it later.
Oops. Yeah, I've just been talking to myself and nobody was hearing it for like 15 minutes. Whoops. And thanks for the raid anyways, yeah. Yeah, I just started playing this game. It's a demo version. And I've played through the demo before, just on my own time. But I just really liked it a lot. Surah, thanks for the follow.
First things first, we need to tend to the injured. And I've got just the monster for the job. This way.
Why is the chat not showing up on the stream? Everything's just everything's just decided not to work today, huh? Let me just try to fix that real fast. Yeah, not sure what that's about. Everything's kind of scuffed today. Anyway, now we're getting our own monster. Because we're cursed and can't harm monsters ourselves, and for some reason they just want to take us.
Now, lad, where were we? As I'm sure you know, this isn't the first time monsters have come to the village hoping to find you. We've all banded together and fought them off. But each time they come back stronger. We can't hold them off forever. Now, you're going to have to learn to protect yourself, my lad.
My lad.
You're going to have to become a monster wrangler.
I think wrangler is a really interesting choice of words. I mean, I get why they didn't go for something like trainer, because, well, that's Pokemon. But I think wrangler sounds kind of weird.
Do you know what one of them is?
Yes.
Oh, right. Well, anyway, I'm talking about the mighty gladiators who marshal their...
Thanks for the follow, Vampire Husbando.
I just know you'll be a natural, lad. After all, it's in your blood. Why don't I get you started with one of my little lot?
Now the chat is also showing up on stream. I don't know why I had to refresh it.
I'll ask you a few questions, and I'm sure we'll be able to pair you up with the perfect monster. Would you say you prefer lovable monsters to more rugged types?
Yeah, true. Tech do be silly sometimes. I think rugged monsters can be lovable as well.
Would you prefer a monster with sleek skin to one that's on the furrier side?
No, I'd be fine with either.
Very interesting indeed. I reckon the perfect match for you is... I'm sure you'll get along famously.
A Platypunk?
Are you happy with this monster? Treat him well, won't you, lad?
This is not any Platypunk, this is Perry the Platypunk!
Looks like they've taken a shine to you. Now, it's time you learned the ABCs of monster wrangling. Let's head out of the village and get ready to rumble.
Careful there, Square Enix. You might get sued by Vince McMahon.
Now then, let's turn you into a monster wrangler. We'll start with the basics. A monster wrangler's job is to train up their monsters to be good and strong.
Lights, camera.
Hmm?
Hey? Did you say something, lad?
No.
That's odd. Could have sworn I heard someone.
Nah, must be your imagination.
Action! I'm here to make you a star. I've got a nose for talent, and I could smell you a mile off. You're a natural, kiddo.
I like the characterization as like talent scout.
I can see it now. Workshop your skills with me, and you'll have your name up in lights in no time.
Blimey, Nora! I see you're still as daft as a brush, Fizzy.
Monty!
Busy.
It's been a while, but it's never too late. I'm all ears if you ever want to make a comeback.
Right. Fizzy here may be a rumman, but she's a first-rate instructor of monster wranglers. I reckon I can leave you in her more than capable hands. Right. I'm gonna head back to the shop. Drop by once you've finished your training.
All right, babe. It's you and me now. Are you ready to shine?
If I have to.
Lesson 1. The basics. Defeating monsters in battle.
There he is.
Do you see those? They're wild monsters. Just bump into one and get the action started. This is it, doll. Your first audition. Big smile now. You're
Really
gonna
going
be
all in on the
somebody.
bit. So yeah, one thing I find really interesting about Fizzy, specifically the name, is that she kind of looks a lot like two monsters from the Game Boy Color games. And in the original localization, those were called Watabo and Warubo, which were just Romanized versions of their Japanese names. But apparently, which I didn't know before looking it up after playing this demo, they got their names changed. At least in the West. Like in Japan, they're still Watabo and Warubo. But in the West, they're now known as Fluffy and Scruffy. Apparently, they were available as DLC for Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2. And while that DLC apparently was only available in Japan, from what I've read, the data was still in the Western releases. So in those games, they were called Fluffy and Scruffy instead of Watabo and Warubo. So Fizzy kind of fits into that. what I also really find really interesting is that they took the scout mechanic from the Joker games, which were on, I think, DS and 3DS. I'm not sure where Joker 3 released, but first two were on DS. Where you would use the power of your own monsters to impress the enemy monsters, and if they were impressed enough, they would join you. While in the original Game Boy Color games, it was always just a chance that monsters would get back up after a battle, and you could raise that chance by feeding them. That mechanic is apparently also in this game. I didn't encounter it while playing.
You're a natural. Just keep plugging away, and your monsters will grow up big and strong. Next up, we'll try to scout them up. All you have to do is hit a critter with a show of force. Get out there and give it a shot.
Are you done? I was talking. Yeah, apparently that mechanic is also in this game, but when I played through this demo the first time, I didn't encounter it. Like, it didn't happen once. I always just scouted, which I feel is a lot nicer anyways, because you have more control of when you want to do it. Yeah.
You see, sometimes monsters
I just like that they took that from the Joker series.
to join your squad. Just keep at it, superstar.
Let's just get the slime. I feel like you kind of have to. I'm not sure. This may be the first Dragon Quest Monsters game where you don't even have a chance to get the slime as your first monster. I know that in Joker 2, it's kind of randomized. Like, you randomly get one monster that's left. Let's just call this guy Goober. Yeah, so you can have a slime, but you also can have another monster. But in this one, at least in the demo, you can't even get a slime at first.
Alright, one more time. With feeling. Or you can simply defeat them in battle. If they get back up once the fight is won, then they want to team up with you.
Yeah, there she just said it.
If you find they aren't willing to join you, try tossing them a beastie treat or two. When you
I mean, to be fair, I didn't use those items at all during my first playthrough of this demo. Because I did feel like scouting was just the more reliable technique.
Spring. Is there a finer season? Just look at those gorgeous flowers.
I'm more of a fall guy myself.
But you know, the times they are a-changing. Now it's summer. Feel that sunlight sizzle. Oh, look over there. Do you see that ivy? In summer, the greenery gets a growth spurt. I wonder if that ivy can take your weight. Try climbing it. What do you say we go a little further? Walk with me, would you, kid?
Yeah, that's also, I think, really interesting that they basically made the seasons like a day and night cycle, at least in the way of how fast it goes. Because my first expectation was that it would take a bit longer for the seasons to change. But it just goes by really fast.
Now.
Damn, this jump is just really not being cooperative. I like these guys. I think they're new. The vegan Dragora. They look very silly.
Yeah.
Aw.
Now.
Come on. Yo, Perry is going feral. Let's try to scout you. The Bunicorn.
Yeah.
That's a much higher chance. There we go.
You're one of us now.
Hmm. I'm just going for the stupidest names right now. It's just Bnui. Bnui. Oh hell yeah, talent points. Let's just uh, go for the Heartbreaker here and then go for the attack booster next. I think you're just going to go full on into Slammer until you get heal. There's another Bnui. Oh, let's try again to get one of these.
Now.
Yep, that's looking good. Well, Could have gone better. Maybe this level up for Benui is exactly what we needed. Do I want to continue already? Or do I want to get another guy? I mean, I could also just go back later. Well, I triggered the cutscene. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Here we are in autumn already. You'll find heaps of leaves all over the place at this time of year. Knock yourself out. Go investigate. What say we regroup at that big waterfall at the back there?
Big chicken. I don't know, I like these guys. The Wobergine.
Yeah!
Angie and Eepee. What a combination. Yo, Dracky.
Now!
Another classic. Nice. Wow. I'm just not having luck with the scouting at all. We got a pretty pebble. Yeah, let's try for another Wobergine.
Yeah!
'There we go. He looks like he likes to dance. And as we all know, whoops. Forgot a letter. Rhythm is a dancer. So God, that's that's such a stupid name.
Now!
Come on, Mammoth. 4 monsters, 80%. Now we have to get it.
You're one of us now.
I feel like that one can just be the newest follower. It's fitting because it's a bad and vampires, all that, you know. That's actually quite a bit of damage. Actually, I think I want to put Benui in the back. Because right now Hispano is in the reserves. And like Perry and Benui are in the same family. They have the same basic role, I think. So I kind of want to put Benui in the back. I have these four as my main team right now. Capsicum is a wild name. Like, it's also a monster that I've seen quite a bit, but it's one of those names where I don't know if I should laugh or groan every time I see it. Okay, let's get you Zam. Also some more MP. Well, not yet, but we're working on it. See, I told you, rhythm is a dancer. I don't remember if you had to like play through the tutorial or if you could just do this right now. Okay, seems like you had to unlock it. You'll see what I tried to do. I'll get back to it when we get there. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was really interesting that they just dropped this demo without really any fanfare. Like apparently it just went up after the most recent Nintendo Direct, so like last week. But they didn't mention it, and I think they didn't even show this game in the Direct. And there was like no official post about it. I just read it on Twitter from someone who also just discovered it like randomly. So that's kind of weird.
Oh, it's cold in winter. And the water's frozen solid. Hey, I bet you could walk on it. No problemo. Wow, what a sight!
Wow.
The waterfall's turned into a block of ice. I wonder what's in that cave.
The secret post-game boss.
When you're done exploring, let's slip under that arch and see what awaits us beyond.
This is another thing that I really love about this game so far. This Ant Guzzler. I don't think I've seen that enemy since the Game Boy Color Dragon Quest Monsters game, where it was like one of the first monsters you could encounter. It was actually like a pretty good attacker for like the first little bit of the game, like for the early game. Like I'd always try to get one.
Yeah!
Hmm. I mean, when you look at the colors, it's basically Sonic. And I think like one of the overworld animations also shows them just rolling up into a ball. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. No. Come on, do it. There we go. Basically Sonic. And the Calamari Kid. Let's go for one of those as well. They're also just such iconic enemies to me.
Now!
Because like one of the Dragon Quest games that I would play a lot growing up was Dragon Quest 8. And there you would just run into gigantic groups of these. Another witty pebble.
Yeah! You're one of us now.
Hmm. This is going to be Splatoon. Because it's a Squid Kid. Well, now let's check out what great secrets are hiding in this cave. I bet there's going to be so much cool stuff here. Not just a bunch of calamari kids and one singular treasure chest. Ahem. I don't think I even know what the single files do. Oh, it's MP recovery. Fun fact about this game, you heal by leveling up. Like your monsters get healed when they level up. So those are kind of not that necessary. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, there's something really interesting up here. Hi, Eliana. See if it spawns. If I'm even correct here. No. I think it was like further down the road. So if we go down here and up there, then we should find what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about this guy or that guy. But this big lad over there. That's something that I really like about games with overworld encounters instead of random encounters. You can just have like a big and overpowered enemy in the first area of the game. Like kind of, oh, at some point you're going to be strong enough to beat this guy. But not yet. Definitely not yet. That guy will just one-shot us for a while. This game is Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince. It's a spin-off of the Dragon Quest series, where you're collecting the monsters and using them to fight instead of fighting yourself. The story right now is that our player character is cursed and cannot harm monsters himself. And he was raised in a village by I think they're all dwarves. At least some of them are. Yeah, they're all dwarves. So we were raised in a village of dwarves. But monsters kept attacking it looking for us. So now we've just learned how to become a monster wrangler, which is basically what this game calls the equivalent of trainers. And yeah, so we're just running through the tutorial right now
Here we are
and
in spring again.
learning about the
Seeing
basic
the size of those flowers in the
mechanics.
river. I bet you could climb aboard and ride one. Why not give it a try? Go with the flow. Anyway, that's about the size of it. Spring, summer, autumn and winter. You've seen it all now. As the seasons change, so does the world around you. Even the cast of monsters. It's year-round fun, I tell ya. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Back to the topic of monster wrangling. You passed the audition with flying colours! As a reward for scoring the role, let me teach you a handy little spell.
Good old Zoom.
That'll let you return to any place you've already visited quick as a flash. It's sure to come in handy. Now that's a wrap. See you back at the village.
Yeah, now we can just quick travel. Really interesting thing I already discovered is that usually you wouldn't be able to use zoom indoors. You would get like a silly little cutscene where you would hit your head when trying to use zoom inside of a building. But here you can just do it. So that's pretty neat. Ah, yeah, now we're there. You can just go fast. That's just such a good quality of life feature. Especially if you're just running through the weaker enemies. I could have just done that in one swoop. I'm just kind of doing this without thinking too much about it, because A, this is early game, so it doesn't really matter too much right now. And B, the skills don't even get to be brought over to the full game.
One of us now.
I mean, this guy... This guy's just Bulbasaur. Let's just put him in the Monster Depot. Usually I'm like very much, no, Dragon Quest Monsters is very different from Pokemon. The way you do battle is different, and the way you actually collect the monsters is different, all that. But that guy's just Bulbasaur. Like, I remember when... no, I don't have a Discord server. I don't feel like with my current size it's really necessary. Maybe I'll think about it when, or if I get to a point where I actually have like a community. But like right now I'm just doing my silly little streams and that's it. But yeah, I remember when Yokai Watch released for the first time in the West. And people were like calling it a Pokemon clone left and right. And I always was like, no, it's not a Pokemon clone. It's much more of a Dragon Quest Monsters clone. Hey, I don't even think I saw you when I played the demo for the first time. Killer Pillar.
Yeah.
Just gonna call this guy Cell. Like the Dragon Ball villain. That's another thing I thought about a little bit recently. How I really feel that Cell was a villain that could have been handled much better. Because like the reveal of him and just the husk that he came out of being found, and the the city he wiped out by absorbing the people there. All of that was done in a very, like, horror movie monster way. But then he just became another big buff guy that they had to beat up. I feel like the horror vibes could have been played out a lot more, and that would have made him a more interesting and more unique villain in terms of Dragon Ball villains. But I mean, my Dragon Ball takes are kind of special anyways. Because, for example, I prefer the original Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. Because I just like the silly little adventure vibes of the first one instead of the giant I guess power creep and in constant battles of the of Dragon Ball Z. I mean, it's not that Dragon Ball didn't have battles, but it was much more just a little guy in a big world, while the world just became less and less important. Like, even when they went to Namek, I feel like Namek itself was more just a backdrop. And like, oh, we have another set of Dragon Balls to collect, instead of like, why am I even like running? I can just teleport. Instead of really being fleshed out and a place to explore.
By the way,
Oh, hold up, I almost forgot to tell you. Any new critter you scout when your traveling party is already full will be sent to the Monster Depot. You'll find the Monster Depot in the paddock, which you can get to from the teleportal in the middle of the village. I'll prepare the teleportal so you can come and go as you please. Head on over and talk to Zachariah if you're keen to hear the particulars. Oh, and there was something else actually. Pop by me shop later and I'll explain. Okay, so let's just go to the teleportal first. So we can go to Haddock. I like that the transition is still reminiscent of the old games. Ah, you've arrived, eh, Possum? This paddock here's my pride and joy. It's where I tend to the monsters you befriend. From here, I can also help you swap up about the monsters you take around with you. If you need to access any monster stored here, just give me a shout. Right then, no time like the present. I think we're going to take Bulbasaur. Probably instead of the Ant Guzzler, and actually let's switch it like this. Take care on your travel, Sled. Sure. Depends on what you want to ask.
what do you reckon?
Oh, do, Possum. I hoped you'd turn up. Izzy tells me you show real promise as a monster wrangler. Like father, like son, I suppose. The old man being Randolpho the Tyrant, master of monster kind and all. I still think it's really funny how this is just some exposition that gets dropped out of nowhere. Oh yeah, by the way, your father is Randolpho the Tyrant. Now I recall you saying you wanted to get even with your old man one day. Are you still dead set on revenge? I guess. I see. Hang on. I think I know just the thing.
What you need, lad, is to enter your first monster mega brawl. Way off to the west of here, there's a big town called Endor.
I swear that's a place in Star Wars.
That's where monster wranglers go to test their mettle in the heat of battle. I reckon if you were to make a name for yourself there, your dad might just sit up and take notice. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The path I'm proposing is a perilous one. Are you ready for this?
I'm
Good lad.
always ready.
Now, without further ado, let me make the necessary arrangements. Ta-da! This here's a handy teleportal. It'll take you to Endor in a jiffy. Set your sights on winning the Category G contest for starters. I know you'll do us proud, lad.
Let's see, do I... Okay, I think I want to get Bulbasaur leveled up a little bit before going there. Once again, I'm running when I can just... Boop. Yo, why is Bulbasaur so big? Yeah, let's go for Sizz. And I think the max HP could be pretty useful if we get more talent points. Yeah, you can just go for healing. Let's eat up the chicken. Bantamweight. I think just going for level 5 on all of them should be enough. It's probably even overkill to to do grinding this early, but I do just enjoy running around in this game, so I don't really mind. But maybe we could get a bit more XP than just 3. That's looking better. Okay, everyone else is probably going to be like much stronger than Bulbasaur, but whatever. Um, hmm. Guess I could just talk about like monster collecting games in general because I do really like them. Um, like the obvious example being Pokemon. I do enjoy the Pokemon series for the most part. Um, I do have my problems with some of the games, but like overall, I think it's kind of just the sunk cost fallacy. I've spent so much time of my life playing those games that now it's um, kind of hard to say bad things, really. I mean, a lot of stuff about them is just really enjoyable. But yeah, also just like monster collecting in general, it's something um, that I really enjoy, even if it's not the focus of a game. Like um, in Dragon Quest V, for example, you can uh, get other monsters, or you can get monsters to join your party, and not just like regular party members. And that is like one of the big reasons why I didn't want to activate auto battle. I have to turn that off in the next one. Yeah, that's like one of the main reasons why that is one of my favorite mainline entries of Dragon Quest. I guess you could also kind of count the Shin Megami Tensei games as monster collecting games if you wanted to. I still need to play more of those. I have played 3 and 5, and I've been meaning to play the others at some point. I've just never gotten around to it. I've tried to get into Shin Megami Tensei 1, but I don't know. The first person dungeon crawling gameplay was kind of weird to me at first, but it's been like years since I tried it. I'd probably be more open to it now. Yeah, so I, I kind of want to try those again at some point. And there's just been some really interesting monster collecting games in the indie scene as well. Like, obvious example being Temtem, which tried to be like Pokemon, but more oriented for the the competitive players. But like now you have stuff like Cassette Beasts and Koromon. There's just a bunch of monster collecting games coming out, I feel. And I think the best thing you can do as a monster collecting game is not try to be the next Pokemon, because like nothing's gonna be the next Pokemon. Not even Pokemon is managing to to keep up with how big just the Pokemon brand is. So I really like seeing the unique ways that people tackle the monster collecting genre. Anyway, I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to try our hands at the Mega Brawl. The screen turned dark right when I got back. Okay, let's get into this. Hello there.
Do you want to ever go?
Do you want to ever go? I love the accents and dialects in the Dragon Quest localization. I think it's such a great touch. It adds so much to the game. We're going to enter category G. Yes.
Let's do this.
Okay, that's 10 gold coins paid in full. Give it your all up there. Yeah, the thing about the tournaments in the Dragon Quest Monsters games is that you never have control over your monsters during them. They kind of just do whatever they want.
Challenger approaches the world of the Monster Mega Brawl. Let's welcome all the way from Rose Hill, the handsome stranger. Facing him is another newcomer, a would-be warrior known for his all-round pleasant demeanor. It's Clancy!
Whoa, not Clancy! Wow.
Now it's time for the first bout. Let's brawl!
I think most people actually prefer melee. Let's not go fast for this one. To at least add a little bit of suspense. Excuse me. Thanks for the offer, Aliana, but actually this whole little channel is like my own creative outlet. So usually when I need something, I do it myself. So yeah, I'm sorry to say, but I'm not interested in commissioning anyone for that.
But who will he face in the second round? It's the Category G heavyweight ready to put you in a spin, Uncle Trevor!
Yo, Uncle Trevor! I love how the penguin looks.
No time to waste.
With the little face in its belly markings, like that the belly markings look like a face, I should say. I think it's very fun. It's kind of like Arbok, but also just the way he's bouncing around. I like that guy. I mean, maybe, but like I said, this really is like my own creative outlet. So, I'd much rather like try to make it myself. Like I've drawn the art for my model myself. Thanks for the follow, Matthew.
Incredible! The handsome stranger does it again, storming through the second round. Who could have seen this coming?
Yeah, who could have seen this coming?
Looks really can kill. But now it's time for the final round. And look who we have here. He'll pulverize you between his mighty wheels of steel, DJ Meat Grinder.
Meat Grinder? Must be a Germa viewer.
As we approach the grand finale, let's find out who will maul and who will ball. Let the third bout begin. Let's brawl!
Yeah, I don't think we have anything to worry about here. Maybe he's just a butcher. Maybe. Yeah, this was like super easy. I think even on my first playthrough, I had like I took at least some damage. This was just we might just try F right after.
Sensational! From out of nowhere, the winner of Category G is the ever enigmatic handsome stranger. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen.
What am I supposed to do with a big hand?
Now we're going to take a quick break from the
Also, I got a strong medicine, not a big hand.
Ever so slightly special.
Oh yeah, right. There's plot happening after rank G.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, you will see a bona fide elf, freshly cooked this morning.
Oh yeah, Matthew, I'm enjoying the demo. This is actually my second playthrough of the demo. First one was just off stream on my own time, and I know that big hand means clapping. That was a joke. Yeah, I also tried to see like what I could synthesize. I did find some options that were like not available in the demo, but I don't think I got everything available in the demo.
Yarr! Now here's a funny thing. When this here elf cries, genuine rubies fall from her eyes.
How delightful! Go on, make her cry.
Yeah, how to just make everyone cartoonishly evil.
I reckon you can make a pretty packet flogging them rubies. God, just imagine it.
God, just imagine.
Roll up. Which lucky punter will be first to snap up one of these highly prized rubies?
I'll take one, good sir.
Whoa, 70 hours. Goddamn. Yeah, this is a very long demo. If you want it to be like, even if you're just playing through the story that's available, you can just spend like 5 or 6 hours on this. It's wild.
You'll be walking the plank.
I say, would you look at that? Ruby tears as I live and breathe.
What the? It's shattered at the slightest touch!
Now just what are you trying to pull?
Yeah, you can, just in general, put a lot of time in these games. I don't think I ever got into, like, the super optimized way of playing. Like, I've always just been more casually enjoying the games.
Just wait till I get hold of ye.
You seem to be, like, very knowledgeable. Is there something like a competitive scene for these games? I feel like there would probably be a lot of, like, broken stuff in that, if there was one. Huh. That's interesting.
Shiver my timbers. That scallywag of an elf certainly be quick on her feet.
I've only ever played, like, single player in Dragon Quest Monsters.
Now, just ye come quietly like a good little elf.
Arr.
Floyd, is somebody there?
We do a little bit of arson.
Gotta save me! Help me!
Did you do that?
Yep.
Oh no! How awful!
I thought it was funny.
How could you let him suffer like that? Humans are the goddess's creatures, just like us.
Yeah, but he was kind of being a dick.
My name? We creatures of the forest have no need for names.
Speak for yourself.
What? Rose, you say? It comes from the name of a village. A place where you've been made to feel welcome, you say?
Hog.
I'm so sorry I couldn't save you. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. I'm sorry I made you worry. So, what's your name? What an
Sigma move.
unusual fellow.
I think it would have been a lot funnier if he just hadn't told her, but it's kind of necessary for the plot.
Ooh, glisten to this, Your Highness. Hmm? Who's at the door, I wonder?
Yeah, who could it be? A mystery.
Salutations! I'm Devlin. Nice to meet
here.
Devlin.
And
I love
well,
Dragon Quest names.
I'm Rose.
Rose, you say? So you must be the elf my master rescued, then.
I am. You have my deepest gratitude for saving me. By way of thanks, I've brought you some tasty nuts. And, well, the thing is... Please, my savior, I beseech you. Allow me to remain here by your side.
I feel like with the Rose they really went overboard a bit with the
What? Go away!
with the way she interacts with
Your
the
Highness?
protagonist.
The more the merrier. We'll have a great slime together, I know it.
Oh, please! I'll do all I can to support you, I swear! I know you won't regret it. When those humans snatched me, I thought my life was over! But you saved me, and now I want to repay you!
And her just being so worked up is pretty funny.
Oh dear. Oh my. I got rather overexcited, didn't I? How
Oops. Didn't mean to skip the voice line. Just keeps happening, even with other games.
All we had was the name to go on. And all the while we had to stay out of sight of any humans. We risked our lives.
I heard from the villagers that you're looking for a way to lift your curse. That's right, isn't it? Well,
Maybe.
there's no one better than an elf to break a curse. I can help you find the cure. I know I can.
Did you hear that, Your Highness? Rose says she can find a way to break your curse.
I think Rose might be able to help us find a way to break our curse. Anyone else want to say it?
That's right. And that's why you have to let me stay. Please say you will.
Sure.
That's such a relief. I promise you won't regret this. You'll see.
Few days later.
Rose, what is it?
Humans! They almost saw me!
What? Humans? This close to the village? That was a narrow escape. Let's hurry back and tell the prince.
All this just for me.
In just a few days.
I understand. Unless I receive word from you, I won't set one foot outside this room. Still,
I couldn't be happier. I truly am blessed to be able to spend my days with you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just feels very much like an overdose of wish fulfillment. Like, goddamn,
Don't worry, you won't be lonely.
calm down. We've known each other for a few days.
Thank you. I'll always be by your side, my prince. Forever and ever.
Chill. My god. I'm having a great time staying here with Rose. I'm snug as a bug. I'll be Rose's bouncer while you're gone. You just focus on winning the next Mega Brawl category in Endor. If victory isn't proving oozy, you can always power up out on the plains. Oh. Down one more. Yeah, right, you can just teleport from the inside now. Very neat, but I kind of miss hitting my head on the ceiling. Just gonna immediately try for it. I don't remember how strong the F rank is.
I believe in you.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the Category F tournament is the Novice Supernova. All the way from Rose Hill, it's the sensationally skilled Silent Stunner.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this guy constantly just praising my looks. It's also kind of weird.
But downright nasty in the arena. It's Lady Aurelia. Now on with the opening bout. Let's brawl.
Let's just see how strong these were. Ooh. Okay. I think we might have a shot here. And there we go. Nice and easy.
The Silent Stunner struts through the first round. This novice is no joke. He's making a real splash. But who's he facing in round two? None other than Lady Long, draconic beast from the distant east. Watch out, she'll strike like lightning.
I really like the design of
No time to waste.
the monster on the
It's
right.
time for the second bout. Let's brawl.
Forgot what it's called, but does look really cool. Oh yeah, the Hellbound Horror. I am just like an edgy fuck sometimes. Oh yeah. Craig, I think, does damage next round or something. I wonder if it will still know that the Mudraker is down. Okay, it will. And it did kill Husbando. Damn. Oops. I think we're a bit weak for this round. Okay, Perry. Now it's all on you, buddy. One HP. He's not giving up. He's trying his best. He's trying his hardest. But it's not enough. The little platypunk that sadly couldn't. Well, there's always next time.
Oh, I'm sure you can do better than that. Cheer up, lad. You're the novice supernova, remember? There's nothing like good old-fashioned experience. Go and bash some wild monsters and just watch your beasties flourish.
That's what I was planning on doing. So let's just go back here.
Zoom!
We can just like fill out the map and then try again. Let's see. Yeah, just go back up there. Funnily enough, what this demo really reminds me of is like demos that I'd see in like amateur RPG maker circles. Like people would post their demos or their RPG maker games, and oftentimes it would be similar to this, where it's just like, oh yeah, here's like just everything that I've finished until now, basically, and you would have like a 10-hour demo. Most of those were never finished. Like they never became full games, and the demo is everything there is. But it's kind of funny how this kind of reminds me of that, because you can just do so much. And usually with a demo, you'd think like, oh yeah, there's a certain part of the game that you can play, or maybe it's even just the gameplay that you can try out for demonstration purposes, like the name says. But sometimes it's just like, yeah, here's like a big ass piece of the finished game. Have fun, we called it a demo. Yeah, I've been thinking about how I could maybe show off some like old RPG Maker gems on stream. Problem being that I'm like more well versed in like German RPG Maker titles, and usually those don't have an English translation. I think there are some that do. Like there's this one horror game called Neun, which is 9 in German. And I think that actually does have like an English translation, but it's like one of the few ones that does. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm really trying to appeal to the masses by thinking about playing like Shin Megami Tensei and obscure German RPG Maker games on stream. Like, yeah, really trying to make it big. This is just going around in circles. Oh god, I almost thought that I would just run right off the side here and fall back down. That would have been a disaster. Let's disturb the sleeping ones. Right now I'm thinking that like level 8 should probably be fine. We'll just see how close we are when I've filled the map in.
Yeah.
Let's get this real quick. Okay, we're strong enough to get them 100% of the time now. Now let's just call this one Drakely. Oh, right now I can get up there. 'Cause it's summer. What do we have here? Just a pretty pebble. And a dodo hair. Sorry, I needed to get some water. Leviathan Hunter, hello. Thank you for the follow. I'm just currently doing some grinding to beat the F rank in this game. I don't know how much you know about this game, because I've had people here who know nothing, and people who apparently know about like competitive Dragon Quest monsters, which is like something I know nothing about. I'm just like casually playing through the stories. Oh damn. Yeah, then I should probably say sorry because I'm my gameplay is not going to be very optimal. 36 hours, wow. Like, I've played through the demo once, which took me like 6 hours. Now I'm just doing it again on stream. But I'm very much a casual. I mean, if you can get that much out of it, that's a good thing, I think. Yeah, to get to the other side, we need to wait for winter. 100 monsters in the demo they can only get via synthesis. Oh. Yeah, during my first playthrough, I did find some monsters that you could not get in the demo. Like, it would just say, like, oh, this synthesis isn't available in the demo. But I didn't try to go for getting every available monster or anything like that. I just kind of went through it very casually. Oh yeah, that's fair. Ooh. Hunter mech. Yeah, I think it will be pretty interesting to see how exactly the transporting over to the main game will be. Because there's that whole like text box information thingy in the beginning, where it's like, oh yeah, you can take them with you, but you can't take this and this and this for them with you. So I wonder how exactly that's going to work, if it's just going to reset the skill points so that you can like get them back later on, or if it's just going to remove them completely. Only the native. Oh, okay. I didn't look into it too much. So you're basically just synthesizing them so you don't have to try to get them again, I guess. What level are we right now? Like 7, 6. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm wondering. I'm guessing not. Like, it seems like the whole point of that is that you don't like grind out the demo and then get to skip everything in the main game. So I'm guessing they're going to like put everything back to normal for transferring it over. Ah, okay, the entire E rank is unavailable. Okay. I wonder if there's like some G and F monsters that are also unavailable. Or if there's like... Yeah, I've like seen the ranks you can like play, you can fight up to. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of wondering out loud. I honestly just played through the demo like casually, and I've been thinking a bit about it, but I haven't looked like super deep into what is currently known. Yeah, I guess it would make sense to like have all the options for G and F. Which part of the map did I not go to? That part is probably... I think I don't have to run all the way back there. 900 HP, okay. Oh. So, can you scout Cyclops in the demo? I'm guessing probably, because why would they like take that out? But then on the other hand, maybe not, so you don't get to take him over to the main game. Oh, okay. I guess that would be a little bit would make the main game a little bit too easy in the beginning, I guess. Like you could just curb stomp everything for a while. And I'm guessing that's not what they want. Okay, let's try this again.
Do you want to have a go?
I do.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen at least the first introduction before. Let's just skip
on
that.
with the opening bout.
Let's see if we're better equipped now. Oh. 15 to 20 minutes speedrun time, huh? It's interesting. I mean, I'm still just going to take my time with this.
Novice is no joke. He's making a real splash. But who's he facing in round two? None other than Lady Long, draconic beast from the distant east. Watch out.
I mean, speedrunning is really just all about practice, isn't it?
No time to waste. It's time for the second bout. Let's brawl.
What do you mean with it requires losing time?
Round 2 goes
Yeah, I
to
think
the
we're
silent stunner.
much better equipped now.
But here's our man, cool as a cucumber. He doesn't look even remotely phased.
Need one more click to get the start, and you ignore the slime in the scout tutorial to get a feral ball. Oh, okay. Huh.
Now for his last opponent, it's the trash-talking terror, the bequiffed basher, Gorgeous Gordon! It's time to head to our dramatic conclusion. Who will maul and who will ball? Let the third and final bout begin. Let's brawl!
I think having the large monsters back is pretty interesting. If I remember correctly, they introduced those in Joker 2, I think. I don't know if they also were in Joker 3. I'm guessing probably, but I haven't played that one. Oh, okay. Cruel Cumber is the optimal starter for the speedrun. That's good to know. Yeah, I kind of got the Platypunk on my first playthrough, and I like the Platypunk, so I just went for it again. Ah, okay. And there we go.
Unbelievable! The winner of Category F is...
Me!
The Silent Stunner! Let's give him a big round of applause. And some cheers too. Come on!
I can't believe it! You're really something else! Here's your prize for winning Category F.
Monster
It wouldn't
munchies.
surprise me if you won Category S one day. I'm expecting big things from you, young man.
Meow do you do?
Hello, everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you.
Oh, have I set the cat among the pigeons? Don't mind me, I'm perfectly friendly.
Ah, okay, so the strat for the beginning is just having a bunch of AoE attacks. That makes sense.
My name is Virgil, talent spotter extraordinaire for the Monster Mauling Association.
Huh, Virgil. I wonder what that could be a reference to.
Tell me, are you really fulfilled by this trifle of a tourney?
I mean, so far it's been pretty fun.
You could be squaring up to far mightier monsters at the Mauloseum in Naderia. Seriously, I'm not kidding. So, fancy going and finding out for yourself?
Perhaps.
Music to my ears. Now, if you're heading to Naderia, you'll need this. That, my friend, is Travelite, a hallowed hunk of stone created by elves in the dim and distant past. Use it right, and you'll be able to travel to Naderia at a stroke. Now, I don't mean to let the cat out of the bag, but I understand there's an elf in your village.
Shh.
She'd be the perfect candidate to teach you how to use Travelite, so I suggest having a word. Mew. Well, I guess I'll catch you in Naderia.
Well, let's go. Hello, Devlin. Did you know that sometimes the Rose pokes her head out of the window and stares off into the distance? I wonder what she's looking at. Curious, isn't it? Well, how convenient. But we have something to bring us far away. Yeah, me too. I just love all the accents and dialects in general. And all the puns in the monster talk. It's very fun. Welcome home, Possum. How did you fare in the Monster Mega Brawl? Goodness, you came out on top in Category F? I must make dinner extra special to celebrate. You have something you want to show me? Gosh, it's ever so pretty. Oh, wait, is that what I... It is! It's a piece of Travelite. Travelite was made by elves long, long ago to open the way to Naderia. It's the stuff of legend. How did you find a piece? I see. And he asked you to use it to visit him there? Well, in that case, you'll need me to open the way for you.
I am about to perform a traditional elvish dance. I hope you'll enjoy it. It's been some time, though. I only hope I remember the steps. Look outside!
It's dark.
There were always legends back home that Travelite could open the way to Naderia. To think they were true. My prince. Did that help?
Yep.
Oh, that's a relief. By the way, Travelite comes in other varieties. With the right kind, we could visit all sorts of places in Naderia. Back in Rose Hill, I didn't venture outside my room just as you asked. So I was thinking... Seeing as we're in Naderia now, where I'm safe from humans, maybe I could join you on your adventures here.
Bigger upper. Fact is that buff magic like Oomph, Kabuff, Accelerator always will last 5 turns and also gives a random effect. Huh. That does seem very strong. Oh yeah, sure, Rose, you can join us.
Hooray! I'm so pleased! Thank you ever so much! Now, if you want to go back to Terrestria, you can do so via the magic circle.
The funniest name in the demo.
But first,
Which one is that?
explore Naderia.
Because the competition seems pretty strong. Crock-a-buggle-doo. Okay. Oops, fell down too far. And whoops, Naderia is hell. Happens. Figures I'd end up in Naderia.
Gosh, so this is Naderia. It sends a chill down my spine.
Welcome one, welcome all.
Yeah, Virgil leading us to what's basically hell. I wonder what the reference could be.
Apologies, Madame Muselle. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Virgil, official talent spotter for the Monster Mauling Association.
Virgil, you say? Did you provide us with that travel light by any chance?
Indeed. I'm happy to see you made good use of it. This is the Circle of Conquest, one of the 6 realms of Naderia. Each realm is divided into 3 parts, which we call the lower, middle, and upper echelons. Right now, we're in the lower echelon. It's home to weak monsters, but that's fine for a fledgling monster wrangler such as yourself.
So, that would make this the lower echelon of the Circle of Conquest. Is that right?
Precisely. And at the heart of it all is the Mauling.
Yeah, I can kind of tell that you're like super excited. I'm excited as well, but I don't think not quite as much as you.
That's where monster wranglers from far and wide gather to test their skills in battle. And you should too.
you say you wanted to enter a tournament at the Mauliceum? We should go and take a look.
Ooh. Very nice. I've played Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2 as well. But my first game in the Dragon Quest Monsters series was actually the first one for the Game Boy Color. Even though I didn't like get it when it came out, I just like went back later and played that. Like when I discovered that you can buy old games online for the first time in my teen years, I like bought a bunch of like old Game Boy Color games and stuff like that. So that's how I found out about this series. But anyway, honestly, I'm a little bit tired. Probably because I also had the Among Us collab yesterday, and maybe stayed up a little bit too long after that. So I might call it quits here. I was planning to like play through the entire demo today, because I was like, oh yeah, I know what's coming. But yeah, I don't want to rush it either. So I think I'm just going to continue this another day and do like a 2-parter for the demo. New attack boost? Huh. Damn, there's so much to discover about this game that I didn't know about even just in the demo. I really have to look more into this. But yeah, I'm just going to end the stream at this point. Because like I said, I'm kind of tired from yesterday. And maybe I'll finish this during the weekend. Next week at the latest. Like early next week at the latest. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for having a look at the local wildlife. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you whenever you decide to join me again. Goodbye.